Hey guys, how are you? It is, let's see, my mind is spinning. It is Tuesday. I hope everybody can see me. I'll try and sit a little closer. It's dark outside and the light's all goofy. So I had a work from home day, so got my Buffalo Sabres sweatshirt on and kind of here jumping on with you. So just wanted to talk a little bit about in our 28 days to a healthier you. We've been spending a lot of time kind of working on our heads, right? Kind of what do we want to do? Why are we even doing this? Keeping it simple but super impactful. That's one of the things, guys. I cannot get bogged down by a lot of crazy stuff. I'm really a red personality with some green, and kind of to translate that for you, that's that color test that we took. Reds like to go, 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 right? We have a agenda, we go. Greens do like to have a little bit of a plan. That's where my analytic side comes in. But for me, simplicity has got to override everything, and that's what this program is about. So today, um, after we've kind of got our head straight and we kind of know why are we doing this, we're going to say, how's our bodies doing, right? Can we maybe fuel them a little different? What are we putting in them? Stuff like that. Just kind of a general overlook, and we'll get a little bit more into it while we're going. But today is the pantry. So one of the things that I wanted to share was if I had a checklist of things that I know I have found my body likes, when I read the ingredients, I need to be able to say the ingredients. Am I alone in that, or I hope I'm not? Sometimes if you take a pause to read ingredients, you might not be able to say all the words. And for something very simple, it might have this laundry list of stuff that you're kind of like, what does that all do? And sometimes what those things do are create a different flavor. Sometimes they change the texture. Sometimes they make it last longer. A lot of you guys know that I am affiliated with a grocery chain, and shelf life, that's the term that we use, is a big deal when people are making their products. They want to make it shelf stable. We've heard that word. And there's different things that have to go into that. And sometimes they're not great for our bodies. They just make food last. Certainly not going to the Twinkie world. I am sure many of you remember Twinkies, and it's kind of the old joke, right? There could be a bomb that goes off and the Twinkie will stay intact and still be good. But, so just kind of think through that evolution. And I live an 80-20 kind of clean lifestyle meal planning, but I will say I'm not 100%, but I just kind of know my body works best in that ratio. So there are things that I eat all the time that I really make sure I try and pick them the healthy ways. And then when I do have that 20% cheat, it's cool, right? That's okay. I just know that it's not a majority of my diet. So I have two things that I wanted to show you guys. I'm probably going to have to take my glasses off because I'm reading them. But we all love peanut butter, and especially if we have kids, there's these big ones. Oh my gosh, look at the label's not on there. Hey, Mark, can you bring me in a jar of the regular peanut butter? Okay. So this is a jar that we had, and this was something that was given to us. And then here's my peanut butter. So this is organic peanut butter. It's creamy. It's actually has the ingredients, guys, on the front. It says only peanuts and salt. So when I go ahead and I look at it in the actual ingredient statement, here he is. It says dry roasted organic blanched peanuts and salt. That's it. That's it. So when I use that every day, I actually use it. I put it in my oatmeal. I use a gluten-free oatmeal and then I use fresh frozen berries, and that's it. So all of those things, you can kind of write my ingredient statement, right? I don't get a lot of junk in there. But then look at this peanut butter that we got. I think I picked this up at Aldi's, right? That was just kind of it. So I will read to you what it says. Dry roasted peanuts, sugar, hydrogenated vegetable oil, rapeseed, cottonseed, and soybean, salt, and molasses. Guys, there is a whole lot of stuff going on in this peanut butter. First, as a former baker, I will tell you that when you see those oils added in, that is what they use to give that creamy effect. So think about you're having peanut butter, but it's like eating spoonfuls of oil with it. But that's what it does from a baking perspective, from any foods. If you add some of the lower level oils, let's say olive oil's up here, it's got a high burn rate, it's very pure. When you start getting into a rapeseed oil and different ones like that, our body sometimes can process it because it's got a lot of junk in it, but they make things wicked creamy, wicked creamy. That's one of the reasons why some chocolates are very creamy, because they put different oils in them. So when you put that in your mouth, it just kind of like melts and is so creamy and melty. It has a different oil content. So that's just kind of one example. And the other one, so this is something that Hayden loves, and I'm not going to burst his bubble and make him stop, but he likes Propels. So he gets these little Propel packets, and what they are, you just kind of put them in water. He has a soda stream because he loves soda water with flavors. So he makes his own. So let me read to you this one. So this is, let's see, contains no fruit juice. Yes, it's raspberry lemonade. Citric acid, natural and artificial flavor, salt, sodium citrate, monopotassium phosphate, ascorbic acid, sucralose, silicon dioxide, niacinamide, B3, some other kind of potassium, acesulfame. I can't even read all these. Perioxidine, hydrochloride. There's a lot of stuff in here. So none of it is what it says it is. None of it has to do with raspberry lemonade. It's all fake stuff and sugar, right? I'm not going to beat him up for it, right? Because he's a pretty healthy kid. I use these. These are our Young Living Vitality Drops, right? I love, love, love the bergamot grapefruit. There's 24 servings, and it's just kind of a little squirt in. So these, there's water, citric acid, stevia, that's the sweetener, electrolyte blend, right? That's like, you probably know electrolytes from like Smart Water and stuff like that. Natural grapefruit bergamot flavor, that's the essential oils. Xanthan gum, bergamot orange, so that's the other part of it, the peel, and then the grapefruit rind oil. So that's what's in mine. So those are just some of the simple ways that you can kind of go through and compare and contrast and say, do I have this a lot? Do I have it not so much? And when I'm at something that I have a lot, what is the quality of that? And do I know what those ingredients are? If you're able to check those boxes, man, you are nailing it. And I love it. That's awesome. But if you take a pause and you're kind of going through, you might want to start considering, are there some pivots or adjustments that I can make to make sure that for those things that I fill my body up with, can I at least say I'm filling my body up with the good stuff? And then if there's other stuff that you have not so often, or the cheats, just kind of know those. And it really helps you make decisions better. You could be like, I'm all in for this one, and now I'm going to have a little bit of this, and kind of bounce back and forth. So it's fun stuff. So that is just what I wanted to offer you. And the other thing I wanted to say was, if you remember, back at week 1, we talked about goal setting, and I had shared with you, one was relationships with others outside of work was my goal, and I had some things I wanted to do for the week and some things I wanted to do for the month, and then the other one was mindfulness and self-confidence. So this is a good time for all of us to be able to say, do we remember goals when we set them? And when we do we go back and check them? So I just wanted to do a little check on that. And for my 28 dayers, this was day 3 that we did this. So week 1, I said to plan a get together with our friends that just recently moved away. And I did do that. They actually took a little trip, came home. We've shared some texts. Trevor is heading out to, or down actually, to college, so they're getting him all set, and he's going to be playing football. And then when we come back, we have a couple dates that we're shooting around. So I did it, and I fulfilled that goal. The other one, just to kind of do my self-confidence and mindfulness, I said run one day without music or a podcast, and I've actually done that twice. One day it was forced. I, have to have full disclosure. One day it was forced. Um, my headphones died. And the other day, it was a shorter run, but I pushed myself to do it by choice. And I kind of enjoyed it. I will say it was freaky to hear my own footsteps. I could hear my footsteps, I could hear my jacket moving. But once I got past that, I really enjoyed it. It was, I got to see things that I normally didn't see. And I was able to really think when I was thinking about my breathing, I was thinking about all the different things that go into that and kind of how am I feeling. And I started, kind of going through all the parts of my body. And then I was thinking about what's next for today. And it was just like such a free space for me to be connected with myself. So I just wanted to make sure that I got back with you guys, and I would ask for you to shoot back for the 28 dayers. What were your 1 week goals that you set up, and how did you do on them, right? Because that's the critical thing. That's why we do the vision board and all those different things. We can take time to identify those things, but if we don't think about them and we don't make sure that we do them, that kind of was a waste of time, right? Because at some point you're going to look back and you're going to go, man, I can't believe I spent time on that and I totally didn't even do it. And plus, it was kind of something I wanted to do, and you don't want to end up in that space at all. So that is our day 9. I hope that I gave you some things to think about, and just wanted to be honest. None of us are perfect, and that's not what this program is about. It's just meant to have you go through and be more mindful of yourself, get a little bit healthier, and maybe bring some new habits into your life. So I love you guys so much. That's it. I did put up in the comments, I put the link to our 28 dayers, but I also put the link to my 4-week jumpstart. We finished it was in December, pre-Christmas, and I know a lot of us are thinking about that, and because we're in the kind of week about our food and meal planning, I thought that I would throw that in there. It's meal planning. You get your shopping guides. I have videos each week, kind of check-ins and different things to learn about meal planning. There's recipes in there, all this different stuff. So I encourage you to check both of those out. I'm pretty sure that one fits most people. It just depends on kind of what you want your main focus to be. And that's it for tonight. So I hope you guys have all a fantastic day and, I guess evening, and I will catch you tomorrow, Wednesday. Bye-bye.